So is there any questions of previous class?
No, sir.
And so we have done with the toolbar details, menu bar, option bar, floating window, and all. Now we'll be talking about, and the before session was like what is graphics, how many type of graphics, what are those, what is the difference, which graphics is used to where. There are all things.
Raster and vector.
Anything, Samadhi?
Sir, you told which two types of graphics are there?
Right. And raster and vector graphics, and which graphics has been used to where, that all things we have covered in the last session, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, from the last point onwards, we'll proceed further. The last point was like how to handle the workspace, what is called workspace. Now, we'll be switching to the customizing workspace. That means sometimes we need this toolbar to be in right side, sometimes left side. Like as per the user into concern, they arrange the workspace. Now, let us see onto the left top corner of your toolbar. You can find a double arrow mark. Can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
And so the time we click over here, it will turn this toolbar into single column or double column. And this is the place where you can able to drag the toolbar, and where you can able to shift off as per the requirement. And the time we get a blue color signal, it indicates that it can be attached to this particular place. So we have understood here now how to attach, how to detach, where to hold the window, and individual part, this dot mark, black sign to get it attached, and all together you can move an individual panel to get detached, then this dotted mark. And these are all floating windows which float on the screen, that's why it is called as floating window. And you can also move the floating window to the extreme right or extreme left, and you'll find a blue color signal and leave it up. Then we can able to occupy the windows or the toolbar to the extreme end of the user interface. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
if we have disturbed something and we feel like it is not what we are looking for, then we can switch to the Windows workspace and reset the 3D. Then it will make the things to place as it is before, how it has been programmed. So now one of the things we have learned today, how to reset the workspace inside the Windows workspace and reset. Is it okay? So it will
Yes,
set
sir.
the things as it is. Now there are predefined workspace are there, like the software is used for various industry like painting industry. Then painters require what are the tools, it is there inside the painting workspace. Just one button click and painting related tools will appear over here. And the same way we can load different kind of workspace as per the need into consent. And if we feel like we don't need this, we can close all these things, drag it out and find the close button, close it off. And inside the windows we can get various type of windows, or technically it is called panels. We need the colors, yes, we need only the color, rest of the things we don't need. And then yes, we can close it off and we can create our own workspace as per our requirement and can place it over here. And this is only the things what we are looking for. Then we can save our workspace going to the one Windows workspace and create a new workspace, like uh, color workspace, color 29 May, save. So this is what our workspace, we can load our workspace. Later on, if someone comes and he don't record this workspace, then you can load the predefined workspace like painting. Now again we came up and we can load our own workspace. You can see here color 29th May. So what are the things we have learned till now? Today, at present, we have understood 3 4 things related to workspace. What are those? How to load the workspace, how to reset the workspace, and how to save the workspace. Right?
Yes, sir.
And regarding the toolbar, what we can understood here today, like we can make the toolbar to get move, single column, double column making, right? And we can see any windows or the toolbar can be close up. There is a close button over here. And once it is closed, we can get any windows in there, Windows menu. And you can find the tools, bring it up. So now we have understood how to close it and how to open it. Not only toolbar, any windows can be closed and any windows can be opened from which window? Windows menu. Window menu. Can able to help us to or like open the thing. Closing just by the cross button. Close. Double column by the triangle button on the header. Single column and double column can be done by this triangle button on the header of your toolbar. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this much of things we have done up. Let us reset all the things. Now, as if you got to know, Photoshop is a photo editing software, right? The first thing we need to do how to open a photograph in Photoshop. To open the photographs, yes, you can go to the file menu and switch to the open. What is the topic going on? How to open a photograph. The topic now, opening the photograph. Opening the photograph can be done in 2, 3, 4, 5 manners. One of the manner is file open, through which we can able to browse the hard disk, my computer, wherever the photograph is there, and we can bring it up here. So hope we have understood now how to open the photograph. Is it clear first method?
Yes, sir.
Now, the time we bring the photograph, then it will be attached inside the workspace. Now you can see this photograph is attached and it does have a header name, photograph name, and the canvas that is called canvas or name with how much percentage of zoom it is, what is the color inside it, all the details you can get it up. You can write image information, you can get it over here. Now we can get it detached by same way dragging from holding the name header, and again you can have to attach layer. So we have seen now how to attach the photograph in the workspace and how to detach it from the workspace by holding the name bar or the title bar. You can call this bar as a title bar. So opening the photographs, detaching it, attaching it, getting it minimized. So here it is there in minimize manner. So you can find this is. So inside the photographs, which is there, that you can jump to the software and the photographs. You can minimize it. Again, to get it open, you can click here. So now got to know how to minimize it and how to maximize it. Again, back it to the things, how to attach it and how to detach it. So regarding the photographs, pick, what other things can be done to the pick? Maximize, attach, attach and detach, maximize and minimize, right? So this 4 events can be done, and how it is done we have seen in a practical manner. So minimize is okay, but how to maximize, this is a point note. Go to the status bar of your Windows, and here you can find a thumbnail and get it click. This is one of the way of maximizing the thing, but yes, we can do other methods also, we'll see later. Fine. Now you can close it. Again, you can get it open in the same first method. Now we'll switch to the second method. Can you see at any particular option inside the software, you can find a keyboard shortcut. So the next
Yes.
time if we need to get open, just we need to hold the control and O in your keyboard. Then it will make the second method to work out. CTRL plus O. It is the fastest way to get open something. No need to go over there, click over there, click over there. It takes more time. Instead of doing that, just control O and the job is done. Which button? Just I'm opening a on-screen keyboard. So what is the button? Control O. It open the window. We can browse and go for open. So hope we have understood the second method to get it open. And we got to know how to close it up. Now we'll move to the third method. Third method is a very fast way compared to control also. Just double click. Where? On the workspace. Workspace. This is the place called workspace. Have a double click, it will open the window. Open it and get it closed. Is it okay? So here we have understood now how to open the pick in the third method. Now one more thing we have seen here regarding the pick, we can close it up. How to close that also we have seen. Open pick. Now closing it off, yes, the cross button we need to click, that is a method to close, but instead of closing in that manner, so let us see, coming over here, clicking, it takes more time. Go to the file menu and go for close, and you can see Control W is the hotkey to get it closed. CTRL plus W. So there are few keyboard shortcuts we are learning to get our job faster. Open and close, Control O, Control W. Is it okay? The voice reaching?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So Control O, click over here, get it open. And if you don't need, Control W. So it is the fastest way to get the event. Control W. So you can see now within fraction of a second you can close it up rather than moving the cursor. Now, how to open multiple photographs? Now the question, third method clear? First, second and third double click. Okay, before going multiple, we'll see one more method how to get it up. So you can scrub inside the hard disk. Where is your photographs? Once you find your photograph, then yes, you can drag it down. Document. So here we can see the photograph inside the hard disk. Now from the hard disk, directly you can drag and drop inside the Photoshop thumbnail. It will bring the files. This is again a fastest way to get the job done. What is that method? Drag and drop. Now the next method is just give a right click on your photograph in the hard disk and switch to the option called open with photograph with Photoshop. So the next method is open with. On right click of the photograph, we can go for open with. Open with. So we have seen now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 method to get it open because we'll be dealing with the photographs only. So yes, this is a things to learn in details how to deal with the photographs because it takes more time. It takes your like precious time, professional time, and we need to find a fastest way to do all these things. So let us move to this now. How to handle multiple files because people will be coming up with a DSLR camera now. Taking photograph is free of cost. Before it was negative, they think, now they don't think. Let us take random photograph, then after in editing we'll see which is best or next. But let us, action is happening, take the photographs. Now we'll close the photographs. If it is multiple open, instead of click click click, we can switch to the option called Alt Control W. It will close all the photographs within a fraction of a second. So next hotkey of the day, Alt Control W. Alt It will close all files which is open. So you'll be coming across around 200 keyboard shortcuts. So make sure like you're noting it up in a professional way. It may help you out in very fast way to save your professional time. The same job can be done with moving cursor. So we'll learn the software in two different manners. How does a starter does and how does a professional does. Is it okay? So starter wise
Yes, sir.
is very easy to learn, but a little professional is a little difficult to remember the things, but it in long term it saves a lot time. And then so let us move into the next thing, how to open multiple files. Control O, and here you can find a lot of files are there. Here we can jump to the relevant tabs by hitting the tab button. Tab, 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 tab. Can you see what is happening? It is jumping from one place to the other place inside the window. And wherever you feel like it is to be go there, yes. Now it is inside the picture bunch. But if you have forward something by tab, which is the button we are using now? Tab button. Which button? Tab. This is the button we are hitting to move from one place to the other place. Can you see? Does it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. If we have jumped something forward, then hold the shift button and tab. So we can go back. So now again, few things we have add up inside the note. How to browse inside the browser window. Tab is a button used to go to the next, and shift tab to go before previous input tabs. So they are called events like tab button, shift tab. Hope we have understood now. Control O, tab buttons, you can jump to anywhere you want. So just you can see here and use the navigation arrows up and down to go to the D drive, C drive, wherever the photograph is there. Get it, enter, switch to this, and place the enter button. Again, a keyboard shortcut. You got to know what is that? Enter to confirm. Enter to confirm. Now, so Control A is a command which select all these photographs together, and instantly we can able to make one of the photograph to deselect by the shift button, like control button. Control is a command which helps to deselect the thing. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So now we have understood how to select multiple files. Now once the file is selected, then press the enter button, and within a fraction of a second all the photographs get open. It saves your time. So you can think for a while if it is to be done one by one, how much time it took. But in this method, within fraction of a second, we have opened all the files. Now the first problem is sort out to open the files. But the problem occur inside the screen. What is the problem? Cannot able to see the photograph completely. So we need to click on the photograph name header so that we can see the photograph. But it is very difficult to click and see, right? So at that
Yes,
point, we can switch to a next method. We use control tab. Tab here also the same. Tab button will allow, so control tab and control shift tab. Control tab is to jump to the next photograph. Control shift tab to go for previous photograph in open condition. Again the next. CTRL plus tab. It is the options to go for next pic, next picture, and control shift tab.
previous picture.
Yes, previous pic. So it is the professional like buttons, or manual way, just clicking, clicking, clicking. And so hope we have understood now how to show to the client his photographs within very less time rather than click. But okay, fine, we have got a solution. But again, a problem. What is the problem? Till the time the customer is seeing the next and next pic, he forgot the first key. and he'll ask you to go back. Am I right? This happens generally. uh, then how to sort out the problem? We can jump, but the very big problem with the client, he doesn't take a decision. He can't able to take a decision what is to be get print or what is to be get action if multiple photographs are there. So he always wish to tell, I need to see in a comparative manner, but sometimes he doesn't speak. He feel like it is to be shown in this way in the software. So what exactly the client is asking, show me all the things in a comparative manner so that I can take a decision. And this way, because 100 photographs are there, judgment is not happening up. As if like once you are seeing in thumbnail format inside the Windows Explorer, we need to see that in same way in Photoshop. Then how to do this? So hope we have generated a problem, and through the problem we are learning the solution so that it can be remembered for a long time. So hope we have understood the problem first. No need to understand the solution. We'll go to the solution later. Now the problem was all the files are open, but we can able to see also, but we cannot able to see in a comparative manner. So the decision is not happening up. So at that point, we need to get them arranged one beside to the other. So to get it arranged one beside to the other, you can detach it like this, and you can get them detached like this. So it's okay, but it is not showing complete. It is random. It is not like two or three. If 200 photographs are there, and this method will consume more time, and to get it accurate, again it takes valuable your commercial time. So what to do now? Switch to the Windows and go for arrangement and ask for all the files to get float all in window. What is the option? Float all in window. That means if it is in attached condition, it will go into detached condition, and it will place everything one above to the other. What is the option? Windows arrange float all in Windows. Once it is done, then you can switch to the option called tiling. Then what you can see, all the photographs get arranged one beside to the other. It gives us a temporary solution to see all the things in separate windows and in a comparative manner. But what is the another problem here? We cannot able to see all the things completely. Yes, right? We
Yes,
can see partially. Now, how to sort out the problem? To sort out the problem, on every window, we can find in the left down corner, there is a percentage mark. Now it is 66%. So we can go below percent, like 25%. Then you can see complete image. So hope we have understood now how to make a photograph to turn into lower value to see all the things. But again, a problem. Yes, we can see it up. But what is the problem? 200 files are there. If you go on doing like this, it takes minimum 15 minutes. So to get rid of this problem, the next solution, just I'm rising the problem, giving the solution, rising the problem and the solution. So once we have set one particular photograph size to 20%, we can ask inside the Windows menu to the software through the arrangement, go for the option called match the zoom. What we are asking to the software? Match the
nice. So,
zoom. That means we are asking to the software make all the photograph to be of 20% zoom. Job is done. Whichever the photograph you have done, how much zoom we have done, that much of zoom it will do to all the photographs. So hope we have understood now how to open multiple files, how to arrange them in tile format, how to scale down the things and see all the informations. Is it clear?
yes,
Now, after the comparison finish and client speaks like I need the penguin and the flower to be get color corrections or anything, yes, you can note down the names and later on you can open and get it done. But now the time comes to close the files. If 200 files are there and we need to get it closed, already we have learned. Click on the cross button, it will close all the things. Then it takes more time. So to get rid of the problem, we have noted already the command to close altogether. Alt Control W, and the job is done. It will ask, do you want to save it? No, because some manipulations has been happened. So we have seen now how to close the photographs within fraction of second. So handling multiple files, getting floating, getting tiling, getting zoom out, matching zoom, and closing all the events done. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now one more things to get it clear. Float all in window nice. Where it is in the enhancement float. And tiling is also nice. But to get it zoom out, what we are doing, going over there, typing it out, selecting it up, getting enter, it takes more time, right? To get rid of this problem, the professional way of doing this is called control minus 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 minus. So the next keyboard shortcut of Photoshop, control minus. Okay, these two buttons will be using often. What is the button? Control minus and control plus. Fine. So hope we have understood the same event how to do in a keyboard manner. Now what is the next thing we have done? We have gone to the Windows and asked for the software match zoom in the arrangement. Now again it is a time taking process. Going over there, clicking there, coming here, and this is manual method. Now we'll see a professional method how to open the Windows and click on the match zoom within very fraction of second. Check to the screen, focus onto the menu bar. The time we hit the button called Alt when we are working with Photoshop, then what happened? Can you see on the screen? The time you are hitting the Alt button, the menu bar come up with the words underlined. A particular alphabet of the word is underlined. Is it okay? Visible?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the underline button of the menu windows?
W.
Yes, you're right. That means if you're hitting the W now, it will open the Windows menu. Now, what is the button to go for arrangement?
A.
Yes. Now, what is the button to go for zoom? Match zoom?
A.
Match zoom.
G.
Z, right? Okay. So now we have seen how to get them arranged within fraction of second. So let us do the event a little faster. So what are the things we have listened? With that only we'll do. Control O, open, Control A, then Control and click on this two, which is not required. Press the enter. Now we'll go for tiling. Alt W A and switch to the tiles. Use the pace of like up arrow and down arrow and press the enter. Job is done. Now Control minus to get it minus and Alt W A Z. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
It saves the time and make the things very fast. So manual method and both the method are ready with you now. Now to get it close one after the other, yes, Control W, Control W, Control W, or else all Control W. Hope closing also clear. Enter. All W A and tiles. Control minus, Control plus. Right? So
Yes,
now
sir.
Alt W A Z. So within fraction of second, you can able to get open the files and close. So this is a task. We can try it out. Open multiple photographs and try to handle its zoom level, get it tiling, get it close instantly. So hope we have handled the photographs now. After the photograph is open, let us deal with one photograph in details. What more things can be done with a single photograph? The first hotkey to handle the user interface, the button called tape. Now a little focus to be done. Tape. This button hide and show the toolbar and floating under. Now tab. Can you see what is happening? We're hitting the button tab. It is hiding and showing the toolbar and the floating windows. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now the next button. F is a button which makes it full screen the image. F. So the next hotkey. Next F. So check to the screen. Now we'll start with the first one. Tab. What happened? Floating window, Windows panel get close. Next F. Full screen with menu bar. The image become full screen, title bar get hide, only the menu bar left over. And the next F is to full screen without menu bar. Does it okay? And the
Yes.
third F bring the photograph normal. And tab again break the toolbar and hide. So three F we use to make full screen. And this is back, not to normal. Back to normal. This is full screen. This is also full screen. This is with menu and this is without menu. Without menu.
Mm.
So why to do all these things? To get the maximum focus onto the photograph. So it's a very clean professional environment. Now the next control minus and control plus. Anyhow we know, right? To get it zoom out and zoom in. But to get
Yes.
it fit to the screen, control 0. It will fit immediately to the screen. Is it clear?
Yes.
So now the things are a lot of keys are coming, but these are the basic key which is required. So we are passing it out. Fit to window. Next, control plus, control minus, 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 control 0, control plus. So you can see the pixels now after certain range. Now we'll move to the next exercise. Hold the space bar and pan the canvas. Which bar? Space bar.
Space bar.
On your keyboard, the longest key is just space bar, right?
Yes.
If we hold that, then it allow the artist to pen. This is the space bar. So if you are holding the space bar, then you can pen the canvas anywhere like. So we can operate each and every pixels in a very detailed manner. So you can see plus space bar. So you can zoom. In detail cutting can be done to a photographs. At the time of photo cutting, it will help us. Hope it is clear now.
Yes.
So now on screen the reaction is happening, but the action what is done, it has been given in a written format. So this much of exercise can be tried out. So what are the keys we have learned? What are the options we have learned? So now the summary of till now whatever we have learned is how to open the file, how to close the file, how to see the file on screen, and how to get it into full screen, zoom up, panning, all the actions are done. Now we'll move to the new canvas, how to create a new canvas. But before to that, yes, you can see the toolbar. Now I'll be jumping to the toolbar console. The first bunch of the tools are called what? The first bunch of the tools
Original.
selection tools. Am I right now?
Selection.
The
Yes, sir.
second bunch
Selection
is
tools.
selection, and the second bunch is creation.
Yes.
third bunch vector, and fourth
Yes.
bunch helpers. So now we'll be starting with the selection things, right? And we have opened the photographs. Okay, fine. It has been opened. Now we'll start dealing with the selection. And that will be the first selection tool, rectangle marquee tool. Now we are jumping into the software. And in the before session, we have understood how to make the notes, and we'll pass all the informations regarding the tools in this format so that we can note it easily. What is the format? Name of the tool, and the next are keyboard shortcut, cursor, method of working, tips and tricks, example, and at the end we can ask to ourselves what we can do with the tool. Because this is the normal part, this is the creative part. So let us move to the first tool. What is the name? Rectangle marquee tool. And the keyboard shortcut is M. Now the question, how to find the keyboard shortcut of a tool? Move your cursor to the tool and wait there for a while. Then the software will tell what is the name of the tool, what is the keyboard shortcut of the tool. Once in lifetime we need to do that, so that the next time if we need that tool, we just need to hit the M button only. No need to move cursor and click. So it will save our time. So now we have understood how to make the notes. Name and hotkey, how to find, we have understood. Moving the cursor and placing over there. Now we'll see what is the method cursor related to this tool. Cursor, how does it looks? It also take important role. So you can see now the cursor is crosshair. It indicates that I'm going to save, like I'm going to make the selection, but I've not started doing the selection. So hope we have understood now what is the point of discussion here. Cursor means what, and the pointer will get changed always. And a professional understand the cursor and the position of the tool, because we'll be working in future in this manner. Nothing will be visible. We'll be focusing to the pixels. At this time, on which tool we are, we can able to tell by looking to the cursor. So this is a point to note out, understand the cursor. Crosshair. Going to start the work. We have not started the work. Now, what is the next point? Methodology of working with the tool. Method. Just pointwise moving. We'll take care of one tool like this, and rest of the tools with the same logic we can learn. Method. It goes with this method. What is that method? Is click and drag. Yes. Click, drag, leave. This is the method which is used in this particular tool. Method of working is click, drag, and move, leave. So click is the start point, drag is the area coverage, and leave is the confirmation. So hope we have understood now how to make a simple selection in Photoshop through click, drag, and leave. Hope it is clear. Now, once the selection is done, then over to the selection, a lot of action could be done. What are the action can be done with the selection? It is there in the right click. If you don't need the selection, yes, we can go for deselect. First option, right? So here we have understood now how to make a selection and how to deselect. So we'll go selection. On the selection, what is the tool we have learned? A rectangle marquee tool, right? And the keyboard shortcut M. Now the selection has started with rectangle. A lot of tools are there. This is one of the tool. But once the selection is done, then what are the events can be done? Deselect, right? Selection, right click, deselection. Then why we are doing selection if you need to go for deselection, right? Sometimes it requires, like if you don't need that, like you have done wrong, then go for deselect. Now select this area and give a right click. What other thing can be done is, first thing we can put a stroke. What is the things? Stroke means outline to your selection where it is in the right click, and you can fill the white color in 10 pixel where inside, not outside. So hope we have understood now how to make a identification mark to the photograph by putting just a rectangle marking. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. One thing to be taken care while you are working with any photograph, start making it a copied version, not in the original. Because if something go here and there, if it gets saved off, then original file would go off. So it is always advisable to have a duplicate of your file. Then how to have a duplicate? Image and duplicate. It allow to have a duplicate version of the original file, and here you can able to get it till it, right? So now making a selection is done, and copying a file is done, and the reason of making it copy is also clear, so that original file will not get damaged. But once you have done copied, you need to save it up. You need to save it up, or else what will happen? The work will go sometimes unsaved. Once again, get it close. We start off the job one more. Immediately before the work start, have a duplicate by the name called save as, or else get it duplicate through the image menu duplicate with a name called copy it, and get the original close and get the copy saved before starting the works. Save with a name called copy, same place, right?
Yes, sir.
Now drag it, make selection, switch to the stroke, 10 pixel strokes, deselect. But after the job is done, how to deselect? You should ask the questions. How to deselect? Through right click. If you're not right clicking and deselecting, then how to deselect is through this selection menu. Because anything related to selection will be there in selection. Control D. You should deselect. After deselection is done, then you feel like it is not 10 pixel what are you looking for. We need only 2 pixel. Then the problem starts. If all nothing is there, you can create anything. But once the job is done, how to get it modified? So at that point, already you have saved the file, no? The normal one. You can go to the file menu and ask for revert. Now, one more option we have learned, reverting. What is revert? It will bring the file to the original saved last time, wherever it is saved to that condition it will take. So one more option we have learned called revert. With the keyboard shortcut F12. What it does, it moves the file to last saved version. If you have done something in the middle and you have saved that, then that last saving file will be a revert. So make sure before going final, just check it up. And if it is not like, go for revert and start working. So revert is a command which makes the file to go to its last saved version, wherever it has been last time saved. To that extension it will go. So make the character, make a stroke. Get it okay? Rubbish done. It is not required. Control D and get is delete. Control F12. Right? What is the command? F12.
If
Where is F12? Inside the file menu. Inside the file menu. Function. Sorry, F12. If your keyboard shortcut is not working, just go for revert. Is it okay? So that's it for
yes,
the
sir.
day. So I will not make you more strain. The summary of the class, what you have learned, how to handle multiple pages, I mean like multiple photographs, and how we can get it tiles, get it arranged one beside to other, how to zoom in the file, how to zoom out the file, how to make it 100% view, right? And we have started with the first tool of the toolbar, that is called rectangular marquee tool, which helps to make us to make a rectangular or a square type design. And then after we have used that in a very creative way, right? So will I close?
Yes, sir.
So I'll say this, I'll send these files. And the task of the day, make photograph to open, get one of the photograph to duplicate, highlight the areas with 5 pixel white color stroke. So this is the task. It can be tried out. So I have not typed anything. Anyhow, it is in record form. So this event required, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine, then I'm closing this and stopping recording. Questions you want to ask?